Hey, what's up guys? This is Jeff with Gamestork, and EA's play is in the books, this presentation, and we're going to break that down a little bit today for you.
Gamestork, delivering news, reviews, and playthroughs like a newborn baby.
So EA had a pretty solid showing today. They did show a lot of things that we expected to come. I was surprised at some of the things that they didn't show or didn't dig into, and they also even showed us a new IP. So without further ado, let's just kind of break it down, just in case you missed and you don't necessarily want to watch an hour and a half show. We're just going to look at that and kind of talk and discuss a little bit of what we saw. Now, the first thing they talked about was Battlefield and the new DLC in Battlefield, specifically the Neville Knights DLC, and also In the Name of the Tsar, which has 6 new maps, new armies, new vehicles, and stuff like that. So if you're into Battlefield, then that's for you. If you're into the online play, then that's totally for you. They had a good spot of YouTubers and people that like playing and talking about how, you know, this has helped them to gain new friends and experiences, and how you can, you know, just play as a healer and you don't always have to just be shooting. So it's a game for everybody instead of just a few people. And it was, you know, it was a pretty solid thing. As a matter of fact, this entire conference was filled with YouTubers, which was pretty cool. They started talking about FIFA 18 a little bit, and then showed a spot about the competitive nature and people winning, anything from Madden to FIFA to you name it. Then they went on to show that Men in Blazers came out, which are 2 announcers. They have a show that's all about that FIFA 18. They talked about FIFA 18. They tried to be funny, but just like most of E3, people just typically have a hard time being very funny at E3, and they weren't really that funny. They talked about the journey mode with Alex Hunter. They talked about how great it is. They showed a preview of, you know, his journey, I guess you would say, and it actually looked pretty solid. It looked pretty good, and it was really impressive. It seemed like a real story game. And looks like that they put a lot into it. Now, here's the thing that may stand out to you, and that is that there was no Switch game mentioned at all. No Nintendo game mentioned at all. None of that stuff. So, unless I just zoomed out and I missed it, but I'm pretty sure that I was coherent the entire time. They switch immediately from there to Need for Speed Payback, Payback, I'm sorry, and this game looks really, really good. It was introduced by probably the worst possible person ever, who was just terrible at that. But I'm not going to get into that. I show grace because he was live. It was probably the first time that he's done that, and that's okay. But it has a big open world. It looks awesome. This one is not online only, which means you can get on and you can play, and you don't have to be on the internet. It looks big and immersive. They did show a gameplay trailer where they were chasing this truck in order to steal a car, and it looked really awesome. It was really, really cool, very, very solid, and I'm looking forward to playing it for sure. Racing games are one of those things I do love. I haven't bought them in a while because, you know, none of them have warranted my purchase, and hopefully this one will, and that's what I keep hoping for all those, that they will. The last Forza game was really, really good, but I still only just played it through GameFly. EA Originals, they talked about this a little bit. Talked about Hazelight Studio and their new game A Way Out, which is essentially just a prison break game. You're just breaking out of prison. It seems very story rich and story deep, and this is something I'm very much looking forward to. You should look at this trailer, if nothing else, as you see a little piece of it right here. This game looks really solid. It looks really great, and I'm very, very excited to play this, because I look at it and I'm like, why aren't there more games coming out where you break out of prison? That seems like really cool. It's really new and different. So I'm extremely excited to see what comes of that. They talked about Madden on Scorpio. As a matter of fact, they were cheerleaders of Scorpio at EA. So this kind of, I don't know. I don't know if they're going to have exclusive stuff specifically for that console or what's going on, but yes, they were cheerleaders for Scorpio, especially on Madden. They didn't show gameplay of Madden, or didn't really talk about it at all. They just said that we'd see more at the Xbox conference. So the Xbox conference tomorrow is going to be where we see Madden, what the new Madden looks like on Scorpio, and things like that. The issue is that you can't show the graphic fidelity of the Scorpio version of Madden through a 1080p stream, and that's just the reality of it. You can't communicate that through the internet, and there are people who watch 480 streams or 720 streams, and that's just not going to be, you're not going to see it. But know this, that it's probably going to look amazing. BioWare has a new IP that they announced. Also, the way that they put this is that it is going to be a Scorpio exclusive. Now, they didn't outright say that, but that's what it sounded like to me. So it looks like this might be one of the exclusive games on the Xbox Scorpio, and it's called Anthem, and it looks really, really cool. If you watch anime, imagine Attack on Titan and how there are titans outside of a wall, and it's very dangerous. Well, it seems like this is taken from the vein of that, and it's not necessarily titans, but there are imminent threats to death outside of these walls where humans live, and you have to suit up, get out there, and go on missions, stuff like that. So they showed very little of the game, very little, but it looked really solid, looked really good, so much so that I would like to play it. They went into a NBA Live presentation, announced a pre-demo. They showed the one mode, which was kind of neat because you can either play the NBA version or you can play the Streets version, which is 5-on-5. And they said both are equally important in your career mode, or the one mode, which is really cool to me. I don't know, playing that 5-on-5 in the street just kind of adds something magic to it. So they also announced that there's 1 week of free Origin access. So if you have that, or if you have EA Play, it's free for a week because of their drive together with different organizations that are seeking to help those kids who have been bullied and stuff like that. So 1 week of free gameplay there. They also went into a live gameplay match, however you want to say it, of Battlefield 2, and it was really, really awesome. Okay, it was super cool. Now, I was looking at this and I'm going, okay, Battlefield 2, I really just, please let me see the single player a little bit more, and they didn't. It was funny that they showed that tweet and they're like, is there going to be a single player? Is there going to be a campaign? Is there, and they're all making a big deal out of that, and they're like, to show you that there's going to be a campaign, let's show you 30 minutes of a multiplayer match. Didn't make much sense to me, but I guess that's all they could show. We went in knowing that that was what they were going to show, and that's what they showed. And this game looks really good. It looks really immersive. The maps look really dense. It seems like it's full of things to do. The fact that you can play with droids is really awesome. How to open things. They're combining all the generations of Star Wars, and it looks like this story is going to be between Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens, which also makes it even more interesting. So this is definitely a game I'm looking forward to. The last one I got really, really pumped about, and it got old really fast to me. And I hate to say that because I'm a huge Star Wars fan, but that's just the way that it is. It got really old really, really fast. So hopefully this one will hold. Hopefully the campaign mode is really, really great. I'm hoping that there is some couch co-op, which is pretty awesome here. They said that that's back, but didn't really talk about it. And the online play, I hope it's good. Anyway, that's going to do it. That's pretty much the end of their conference. Until Xbox tomorrow, we won't see more on BioWare's new game or Madden. So, hey, that's it. I'm really excited about some of these games. I'm also extremely let down that they did not show the Switch version of FIFA. That makes me worry that Nintendo's going to spend time marketing the Switch FIFA on their show, and they only have 25 to 30 minutes. I don't want to see FIFA on that stream. No offense. I want to see strong first parties and glimpses of strong third parties, and there's so many questions around FIFA that they should have answered these. This is ridiculous. It's super unfair of EA to do this to us. Maybe they'll reveal this later. Maybe they'll do a treehouse. Well, they of course are not going to do a treehouse play of FIFA. I don't know, but hopefully FIFA doesn't take up 5 to 10 minutes of the Nintendo presentation and then be like, oh yeah, here's a couple more games for you. So let's hope that that's what this is, and that's where this is going. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this news update. EA is in full, E3 is in full swing, and man, I'm ready for the big conferences. EA Play was good. It was really solid. I got really excited about Anthem specifically. New IP has always excited me. It's something that's just different and very individualistic and artistic and things like that. So if you enjoy what you're watching, be sure to like and subscribe below. That's going to be right over here. Boop, boop. And thank you. I really appreciate you guys, and we'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you would like to help to improve the quality of content on this channel and also help to make content come out faster, please go to this link at gofundme.com/Gamestork to help me replace the equipment needed in order to make this channel better. Again, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you, and if nothing else, just be sure to watch, like, and subscribe. Thanks again. Bye.